won't let us do the sketch.
Talk to standards and practices. They think it's too dirty.
Well, we showed it to them in rehearsal. You know what they do, figure out what the words mean?
Mickey, we got a half hour to air.
We're short. The show is 5 minutes short.
How can it be short? We timed everything wrong.
We have to pull out the sketch, then we'll be 10 minutes short.
Well, how they can do that?
God, I hope there's nothing physically wrong with me either.
So what's the problem this time?
This time I really think I have something. I mean, I'm absolutely convinced of it. You know, I mean, it's not like that adenoidal thing, you know, where I didn't realize I had them out. But it was when I was younger. So.
I saw your father this week about his sinus, and he complained of chest pains.
Well, this guy's the real hypochondriac of the family. I mean, he's.
You mentioned on the phone that you'd had some dizziness.
Yes, a little dizziness, and I think I'm developing a hearing loss in my right ear. Oh, my left ear. My left ear. No, I'm sorry. It was my right or my left ear. Now I can't remember.
Okay, let's take a look. Ringing, buzzing. You notice any of that?
Yes, now that you mention it, I have buzzing and also ringing and buzzing. Am I going deaf or something?
And it's just in one ear.
Yes, is it healthier to have problems in both ears?
What I'd like to do is to make an appointment for you at the hospital. I'd like to have them run some tests.
The hospital? What kind of tests?
Now, don't get alarmed. These are just more sophisticated audiometry tests than I can run here. I mean, it's nothing.
Well, if it's nothing, then why do I have to go into the hospital at all? I mean, I hear perfectly fine, so I'm a little weak on the high decibels, so I won't go to the opera.
You know, there's no reason for panic. I just want to rule out some things.
Like what?
It's nothing. Will you trust me?
Hello, Dr. Wilkes? Dr. Wilkes, this is Mickey Sachs. You have a minute? I want to ask you a question.
Sure, Mickey. What's up?
If you have a hearing loss in one ear, and it's not from a virus or a loud noise or anything, what are the possibilities?
Anything. Often it's hereditary, flu, even a small noise will do it.
Right, but nothing worse.
Well, yes, I guess the dark side of the spectrum is brain tumor.
Really? Well, do you hear a ringing? Is there a ringing sound?
Yeah, I hear it.
No, not
Hello?
that.
Yeah, we're gonna be working late tonight. No, we'll order out, it's all right, yeah.
Jesus, if I have a brain tumor, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You don't have a brain tumor. He didn't say you had a brain tumor.
No, naturally, they're not gonna tell you because, sometimes the weaker ones will panic if you tell them.
But not you.
Oh, God. You're a buzzing. Is there a buzzing?
Mickey, come on, we got a show to do.
I can't keep my mind on the show.
But there's nothing wrong with you.
If there's nothing wrong with me, then why does he want me to come back for tests?
He has to rule out certain things.
Like what?
I don't know, cancer.
Don't say that. I don't want to hear that word. Don't mention that while I'm in the building.
But you don't have any symptoms.
I got the classic symptoms of a brain tumor.
2 months ago, you thought you had a malignant melanoma.
Naturally, I had the sudden appearance of a black spot on my back.
It was on your shirt.
Was I to know? Everyone was pointing back here.
Come on, we've got to make some booking decisions.
I can't think of it. This morning I was so happy, Now I don't know what went wrong.
You were miserable this morning. We got bad reviews, terrible ratings. The sponsors are furious.
No, I was happy, but I just didn't realize I was happy.
Rolling around. You see this little gray area here? That gray area is what I had hoped that we wouldn't run into. I'd like you to come in Monday morning for a CAT scan.
A brain scan?
Mr. Sachs, let's take one step at a time. We won't make any decisions until we have all the information in front of us, all right?
Okay, take it easy. He didn't say you had anything. He just doesn't like the spot on your x-ray, that's all. Doesn't mean you have anything. Don't jump to conclusions. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're in the middle of New York City. This is your town. You're surrounded by people and traffic and restaurants. God, how can you just one day vanish? Keep calm. You're gonna be okay. Don't panic.
I'm dying. I know it. There's a spot on my lungs. All right, now take it easy, will you? It's not on your lungs. It's on your ear. It's the same thing, isn't it? Oh, jeez, I can't sleep. Oh, God, there's a tumor in my head the size of a basketball. Now I keep thinking I can feel it every time I blink. Oh, Jesus. He wants me to do a brain scan to confirm what he already suspects. Look, I'll make a deal with God. Let it just be my ear, okay? I'll go deaf. I'll go deaf and blind in one eye, maybe. But I don't want a brain operation. Once they go into my skull, I'll wind up like the guy with the wool cap who delivers for the florist. Relax, will you? Your whole life you run to doctors. The news is always fine. That's not true. What about years ago?
Push-ups or hormones?
I'm afraid not.
Well, I gotta get a second opinion.
This is the second opinion.
Well, then a third opinion.
Afraid the news is not good. If I can show you exactly where the tumor is and why we feel that surgery would be of no use. See,
It's over. I'm face to face with eternity. Not later, but now. I'm so frightened I can't move, speak, or breathe.
well, you're just fine. There's absolutely nothing here at all. And your tests are all fine. I must admit, I was concerned given your symptoms. What caused this hearing loss in one ear, I guess we'll never really know for sure, but whatever it was, it's certainly not anything serious at all. I'm very relieved.
Why are you making those faces?
I can't hear anything. I'm gonna lose hearing in my ear.
Listen, you're witnessing genius.
My ears are experiencing a meltdown. I can't feel anything.
Can't you feel the energy? It's tangible energy. The room's alive with positive vibrations.
I'm frightened. After they sing, they're gonna take hostages. Don't. No, please. No.
You want some?
No.
Come on, Nick.
But no, you've been doing that all night. You're gonna burn a hole. You're gonna develop a third nostril. No, please. Can we go?
No.
Sounds funny, but I'm gonna try.
But why? We raised you as a Jew.
So just because I was born that way, I'm old enough to make a mature decision.
But why Jesus Christ? Why, for instance, shouldn't you become a Buddhist?
That's totally alien to me. Look, you're getting on in years, right? Aren't you afraid of dying?
Why should I be afraid?
Because you won't exist.
So?
That thought doesn't terrify you?
Who thinks about such nonsense? Now I'm alive. When I'm dead, I'll be dead.
I don't understand. Aren't you frightened?
Of what? I'll be unconscious.
I know, but never to exist again. Universe. I didn't want to go on living. Now, I happen to own this rifle, which I loaded, believe it or not, and pressed it to my forehead. And I remember thinking at the time, I'm going to kill myself. Then I thought, what if I'm wrong? What if there is a God? I mean, after all, nobody really knows that. But then I thought, no. Maybe is not good enough. I want certainty or nothing. And I remember very clearly, the clock was ticking.